viewers, those are the headlines in our top focus. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has stated that the Israeli military will remain in most of Gaza, even as he has supported the 20-point peace plan unveiled by US President Trump. Now, in a statement, Netanyahu has vowed to recover all Israeli hostages alive and well while maintaining military presence across the Gaza Strip. He has also made it clear that he had not agreed to the creation of a Palestinian state during his talks with President Trump at the White House. Netanyahu has stated that such a move would reward terrorism and endanger Israel's security. These remarks come in even as international pressure is growing for a long-term political solution to the conflict, though progress on Palestinian statehood remains deeply divided. Listen in to what Netanyahu had to say.
ממש לא, זה גם לא כתוב בהסכם. אבל דבר אחד כן אמרנו, שאנחנו נתנגד בתוקף למדינה פלסטינית. הנשיא טראמפ גם אמר את זה, הוא אמר שהוא מבין את זה, הוא אמר באו"ם גם שזה יהווה פרס עצום לטרור וסכנה למדינת ישראל, וכמובן שאנחנו לא...
With us on the broadcast is Mr. Peter Baum, foreign editor at the Weekly Blitz, joining us from London. Thank you for taking our time speaking to us on NewsX World. At the outset, I'd like to ask you, are you optimistic about this deal? And in your assessment, is it a long-term solution that would lead to lasting peace in the region?
I think it could be. I think what we witnessed yesterday could be one of these historical moments. Now, it seems that the plan has been welcomed by all the major players and even welcomed by those nations that who supposedly are Israel's allies, but over the last few weeks have shown hostility towards Israel by recognition of a Palestinian state. It seems the only people who are not willing to go along with this peace plan, certainly in the media, very negative comments from the usual media outlets that hate Trump, such as CNN and the BBC, and on social media, as is typical, the very hostile anti-Israeli elements. But I think that as the major players, including the Arab states, welcomed it, and indeed, most importantly, that the Palestinian Authority has welcomed it, even though they have no role to play in the new Gaza, which they thought they would have. So I think with the vast majority of important players welcoming the plan, and of course we've yet to see the official statement from Hamas, I think this is probably one of the most significant moments in the Middle East conflict, dating back however long you want to date it back to. Some people say 48, some people say 67, etc., etc. But I think it's it should be welcomed, and it could well succeed given the encouragement and commitment of all who currently support it.
Absolutely, sir. Interestingly, the proposal stopped short of recognizing Palestinian statehood, but it does acknowledge it as an aspiration. Now, as you've mentioned it, the ball is in Hamas's court. We do know that the Qatari mediators have been trying very hard to get them to agree to this. Do you think they will now bow down to the pressure, considering the fact that so many countries have come out across the world to back Trump's move?
Yes, indeed. Hamas are isolated. It even appears that there has been no encouragement for them from their masters in Iran, nor from the Houthis in Yemen. Now, the conflict in Gaza is still ongoing, and I'm sure Hamas will want to come out with a significant win militarily before the conflict officially ends. They've been trying to propel IED launchers at Israel, which have been successfully shot down. And there was one attack on a significant Israeli army unit, which was also repelled. But I think Hamas are as isolated now as they have ever been. And with the Arab nations, including Turkey, that, as we know, have housed and given safe haven to Hamas leaders, I think politically They are totally isolated now, but militarily they will not want to give up without having a final say or a significant win. So let's watch this space for the next 24 hours, but politically they're definitely isolated, and there's every chance that the Gazans themselves can see an end to this horrendous conflict which has been inflicted upon them.
All right, sir, I request you to stay on with us. You've got